Hello to you coaches out there. My name is Vali Binning. My intention with these short clips is to provide insights for those of you who are new to coaching or for those of you who want to hear about some of the steps a coach may take. Today, I'm going to be talking about John Whitmore's GROW model. I'll be talking briefly about some of the steps that you could be taking in your coaching conversation. So the steps would follow in this order. They would begin with G for goal, then reality, then moving on to options and will. Why would we begin with the goal? The reason we begin with the goal is to ensure that the person focuses on that from the outset, that they consider positively about what they would like to achieve. In a later clip, I'll talk about how we focus more on the target goal, the sub-goals, and how they should be framed in terms of SMART goals. For the purpose of today, we'll focus on some of the sample questions that you could hone in on that will support the conversation. Sample questions could look something like this. What do you want to achieve? So that's something you'd ask your client. What's important to you right now? What areas do you want to focus on? So getting them to think about what they want right from the beginning. Once you've done that, you'd move on to thinking about reality. Thinking about what is reality like for them. Assess the relevance of the goal. They've outlined what they want. Some of the questions now would follow. Where are you now in relationship to your goal? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? 1 being low, 10 being high. What skills, knowledge, attributes do you have? What progress have you made so far? As I said, these are some sample questions, and there are many more that I'm happy to provide you with. Once you've done that, you'd move on to thinking about the options. Brainstorm the options with your client at this stage. Each option should be assessed for its merits, the pluses, and the challenges that may hinder them. Okay. Think about what are the options. So the question would be, as posed here, what are your options? How have you tackled this or a similar situation previously? What could you do differently? Who do you know who has encountered a similar situation? Let's consider 5 options. Give me 5 options. What's key at this stage is actually deciding upon actions before moving on. That's key. Then, moving on, going on to will, check your client's commitment to taking action that will support success. It's critical. So now we're moving on to thinking about the plan. We're thinking about when to get started. So some example questions could look like this. When are you going to start? Specify a time. Pin that time. Get them to write it down. Who will help you? What resources are needed? How will you know when you've been successful? What would that look like? How will you ensure that you do it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed, motivated are you to doing it, following through? So those are some of the sample questions. And each of those sample questions could be explored in that coaching conversation. For a detailed PDF, please reach out, as always, at contact@profcoach.co.uk. Thank you for listening and happy coaching.